Wow, hello strangers. So sorry guys, it's been so long since our last video. COVID absolutely f***ed us here in Australia. The borders have been closed, so we haven't been able to travel interstate. I live in a different part of Australia to the film crew and Cam. So unfortunately we've not been able to make any videos, but we're back together. The boys are back and we're here to produce some more content for you guys. So let's do this. In today's video, we're going to show you my go-to Aeropress recipe at the moment. I've been making Aeropresses like literally every day. I've been on this bean vent calendar, so it's different coffee from 24 different roasters every single day. I've literally been brewing an Aeropress every single time, so I wanted to show you guys and share my tips and recipe for a quick, easy, and super delicious brew every single time. So, let's brew, eh? So, first thing we're going to do is grab 2 filter papers and put them in our cap, and we're going to rinse. Now, I know what you're thinking, 2 filter papers, what is this guy on? We're not made of money. Now, the thing to remember is it's personal preference. I've done a little bit of experimenting, and I personally like the thicker filter. Now, that's just my preference. Doesn't mean it's yours. Try it out and do what you like. After we rinse the filter paper, and you're going to get rid of that water. You don't want that paper water, especially if your server's dirty down the bottom and you've just resurfaced old filter coffee. Get rid of that. Let's start fresh. Now, we're going to put the server on the scales and put the cap on the bottom of the Aeropress. Now, by doing this, I think you're already going to realize we're going for the standard method today. Now to our recipe. We're going with 18 grams of coffee. Now we're grinding this medium to coarse, and the reason I've gone on the coarser side of things is because I want to steep this brew for a little bit longer. So add your 18 grams of coffee into your Aeropress, and let's just flatten that out to have a nice even flat bed. Take your jug of hot water, and we're going to start with 50 grams of hot water for the bloom. When we hit this 50 grams in, we're going to leave it to steep for about 30 seconds, and we're going to give it a solid swirl. The reason I swirl is just to ensure that all of the coffee grounds have been coated with water as evenly as possible. This is going to help with the extraction further in the process. Now, after the bloom, we're going to take the water level up to 300 grams total. Now, it's kind of important you want to do this quite quick because we want to keep as much heat in as possible. So we want to hit to 300 grams. We're going to take a spoon. We're going to stir 10 times. We're agitating the coffee to enhance the extraction, but we're also ensuring that there's no dry clumps that made it from the bottom of the Aeropress up to the top. Now, like I said, we want to get that lid back on as fast as possible and keep that heat in. We're going to steep this up to 2 minutes 30, and then we're going to begin our push. Right, so at 2 minutes 30, we're going to begin our push. Now, it's really important, guys, to remember we don't want to apply too much pressure here. We want it to naturally kind of happen. Now, I guess a good tip to kind of keep in mind is if you're feeling like you're pushing as hard as you possibly can, your coffee in your Aeropress is probably too fine. But if you're feeling like you're the Incredible Hulk and you're just slushing it through, your coffee's probably a little bit too coarse. So you want to find something in the middle, especially for this recipe. So this push should take around 30 seconds or so. And after that's finished, remove the Aeropress from the top of your server and give it a nice big swirl. This helps incorporate all of the flavors together to ensure a nice, balanced, and delicious cup of coffee. After you swirl, put it in a cup, enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. Delicious every time.